The Ministry of Health has today appeared before the Public Accounts Committee to respond to the Auditor General's report on the financial statements of the ministry for the year ended June 30th, 2023.
We have not seen the commensurate funding that matches.
Among other issues, the ministry was questioned about the progress on the construction site intended for the International Specialized Hospital in Lubowa. The chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, Mwanga Chivumbi, majorly sought an explanation from the ministry concerning the issuance of certificates of completion of the hospital, specifying, however, that there seems to be no work done.
The ministry that oversees Lubowa went ahead to issue certificates of completion, over which you moved the Minister of Finance to effect payment. Even with the reason of restricted access and it depended on your report. That's why, accounting officer, this audit query need to be answered by you. Also, your ministry kept on receiving money for supervision. Not only the supplementary, of which I know, which we approved, but even earlier under the agreement. Madam, that's a case which you ought to explain.
To this, the Permanent Secretary of the Health Ministry, Dr. Diana Atwine, said that the Office of the Prime Minister is in charge of supervising the project. She also suggested that questions concerning funds be directed to the Finance Ministry.
The project is governed or supervised at the Office of the Prime Minister. That's where the steering committee sits. But really, most of those questions you are asking, Minister of Finance would be in a better position to answer.
Yes, we have spoken to Minister of Finance. We have spoken to the Accountant General on this issue. The segment I've picked is for the Ministry of Health.
Following unclear answers to questions asked concerning the issuance of project completion certificates, Chivumbi put Engineer George Otim, the Commissioner of Health Infrastructure in the Health Ministry, on oath, seeking clear and honest answers.
I, Engineer George Otim, do solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give touching the matter before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
The full access to the Lubowa site.
I have full access.
You had, in the year under audit.
I had and I have full access.
You had and you had. And then you issued milestone certificate completion.
I issued milestone completion certificates based on an agreement which was signed, which outlines clearly the activities under each milestone. And it is only paid for when those items have been fully implemented. Okay. I am not aware of overpayment. I paid for works implemented.
PAC chairperson also disclosed that there could be a potential financial loss of over 200 billion.
The conclusions in the audit report we have is that as a country, we lost or we are on the verge of losing 200 billion on work that the owners engineer certified that was done when it was not done, and therefore there was an overpayment of over 200 billion for Lubowa, which was occasioned because single-handedly he issued certificates of completion affirming that is sure and certain that works mounting to over 700 billion had been done at Lubowa Hill.
Chivumbi then asked the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health to lead the committee on Monday to visit Lubowa site to inspect works before further proceedings are taken on.
On Monday, I want you to organize, it will not be us. I want you to organize this Committee of Public Accounts, having received that report, will proceed to inspect Lubowa.
It is agreed, Chair. You are an oversight entity and therefore you are welcome to inspect.
And we are going with your ministry.
Yes, we shall be there.
Thank you so much.
The International Specialized Hospital in Lubowa has seen enormous amounts of money contributed towards its construction since 2019.